States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's right. Thank you. Can I have a roll call, please?
Yes, of course. Councilmember Stankiewicz.
Here.
Councilmember Phillips.
Here.
Councilmember Switzer.
Here.
Councilmember McCafferty. I did not hear you, Councilmember McCafferty.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Thank you, yes. Councilmember Holt.
Here.
Vice Mayor Granillo.
Here.
Mayor Armstrong.
Here.
And our town attorney is still present.
Thank you very much. Item 2, call to the public.
Call to the public is an opportunity for the public to address the council on any issue within the jurisdiction of the council. Public comment is at the discretion of the council, not required by law. Individuals are limited to speak for 3 minutes. Yielding of time will not be permitted. The total time for call to the public may be up to 30 minutes per meeting. Council action taken as a result of public comment on items not on the agenda will be limited to directing staff to study the matter, scheduling the matter for further consideration and a decision at a later date, or responding to criticism. Public comment is invited and encouraged. However, personal attacks on individuals is not appropriate. Disrespectful behavior will not be tolerated. This includes loud outbursts, profanity, and disruptive discussions among our audience. I did not have any cards filed tonight, Mayor.
Outstanding. Thank you very much. Item 3, current events, summaries, and reports. A, status reports by mayor and council regarding current events. John.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We attended the Chamber of Commerce Awards Dinner, annual awards dinner. Absolutely amazed at how many people are very involved in the community, and some very well-deserved awards were handed out. Also attended the conference recently, got a lot of good information from that. I think it's worth mentioning in our current environment, one of the talks that I was at addressed a problem that we have here in Chino Valley, and found out that we are certainly not alone in that problem. And that was the difference between showing someone dignity versus contempt. And I would encourage the people in this room, all of us in this room, including up here, and for those that are the millions listening at home, especially when it comes to what I consider the cesspool of social media, to please be dignified and show your fellow citizens a little bit of respect, even though you might disagree on a subject. That's all I've got.
Thank you. Larry?
Yeah, just upcoming events. I'm sure Terry's going to cover Territorial Days, but we do have the car show. Pre-registration for it is really healthy this year. And then I want to remind everyone, September 11th at 8:30, we will do the 25th commemorative services for the 9/11 attacks out at the 9/11 Memorial. And we have some really, really unique speakers and some good stuff coming up this year for that.
All right. Thank you. Robert?
Just wanted to give a shout out to Public Works and PD for their quick response on this storm last Thursday that came in fast and furious. You guys did a great job. Thanks.
Terry, second that one.
No.
John Zoom?
I do not.
Eric?
Yeah, I just wanted to piggyback on what John said. Thanks, Terry, Ryan, Cindy, and Aaron. They dressed up nicely and represented the town well. And also for the Chamber Awards, the Chamber did a fantastic job at the dinner. So appreciate the Chamber. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Madam Town Manager, it's all yours.
Yes, just to expound on that, it was the Arizona League of Cities and Towns annual conference for elected officials and support staff. And on their last night, they have a showcase of cities and towns, and each town has a booth to celebrate whatever it is. And we really encourage people to do a road trip and come to Chino Valley for Territorial Days. That it was worth the trip, and it was really fun to engage people, and they were very creative in doing that. We gave people a road trip bag to get them here, and then a list of things to do once they arrived. So I'll just go right into that. So not this weekend, but next weekend is Chino Valley Territorial Days, September 4th through the 7th, and we are using the theme celebrating the 250th anniversary or birthday of our nation, but also the 100th anniversary of Route 66. So the theme is Get Your Kicks on Route 66. Friday, September 4th, there'll be a historical presentation at the library. There'll be a movie in the park, will be Cars, which makes sense, Route 66. On Saturday, there'll be bright and early, the Lions Pancake Breakfast. There'll be vendors in the park at 8 a.m. There's a 10K and a 2 mile. depending on your level of fitness or desire, walks and runs. The Territorial Days Parade is at 9 a.m. So please come out. Our mayor and council will each be in old cars and leading that parade. We have 10 a.m. food games, carnival activities, and the cherished and well-attended 3 p.m. FFA corn dinner. We move on to Sunday, the 9 a.m. car show that Councilmember Holt was talking about. 3 p.m. there's free swim at the Aquatic Center, and the big explosion, the big fireworks, 8 p.m. It was fabulous last year, and that place was packed. So we expect that again this year. And then on Monday, we have 8 a.m. in the morning, intro to pickleball. And our pickleball, I don't see any of them, usually they're here. They sponsor that as a fundraiser and telling people about pickleball, and it was packed last year. They were on the court one after another. So a lot of great things. Join us for Territorial Days. Piggybacking on the other thing, we do appreciate all of Public Works and partnered with PD for the emergency response during our event. The mayor issued an emergency proclamation earlier today, and we published that on social media. We're looking to see if we can get any disaster relief funding. We don't know if that'll be possible based on some of the road reconstruction we have to do, but we're going to give it a try. So after the extreme weather event, Mayor declared a proclamation of emergency. If you see road damage, please go to our website, go to Chino Valley Connected. It's on our website, there's an app, and there's also a link on social media. But we need to collect all the data from the entire town of the damage that occurred. So if there was damage to your roads, if you see there's a culvert, if there's something on your personal property, please report it. We want to get as much comprehensive data as we can to see if we could qualify for funding. And yes, so go to our website and look at social media for those links and for the mayor's proclamation. We are very pleased to announce, this is pretty big. As you know, the Peavine Trail is one of our cherished assets that we steadily, for 20 years, our community services director, Cindy Thomas, will attest, has been, working on trying to get that done. But there's portions of it that are very expensive because we have to build a bridge or we have to put in fencing. We are grant writer extraordinaire, Jesse Swordberg in the back, combined with our public works folks, and Cindy with the design to put together a really good grant package. And we are pleased to announce that we were awarded a $2.5 million grant for design and construction of the Peavine Trail. Even more important, $2.5 million, and the town's contribution is only $150,000. So that, for us, that is incredible. So we're very excited about that project, and I just want to thank staff for putting together a great grant award and believing that it was possible. We're all like, oh, come on, who's going to give us 2.5? And we got 2.5. So now we believe anything's possible, and we're not going to stop, right? Okay. Also coming up, we appreciated all the people that were in the Citizens Academy last spring, and now it's fall, so it's the police department's turn. So join our upcoming Police Citizens Academy, a behind-the-scenes look at our police department and how we serve our community. Wednesday, September 9th, from 6 to 8 p.m. To register, contact Marilee at our Chino Valley Police Department, or contact the main number, or go to the website, and they can give you more. It is, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks long, 2-hour sessions, and they go through everything. You go on ride-alongs. It's very, very interesting, and you really get to learn the inside of the police department. So please, if you're interested, contact the police department and sign up for that. And I think that is all that I have. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I've lived a few places in my town, in my life, and I've been in our town long enough to go through 3 town managers. In the middle of flooding the other day, Terry was out on the streets. She wasn't sitting at home. She wasn't on her computer dealing with things that way. She was actually out on the streets, and I want to thank her for being that kind of a town manager.
Okay. Item 4, consent agenda. Would anyone like to remove an item from the consent agenda to be heard separately? John?
No.
Larry?
No, sir.
Robert?
No.
Sherry? No. Zoom, John?
No.
Eric?
No.
I have none. I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve consent agendas item A, B, C, D, E, and F.
I will second that.
I have a motion and a second. Since it's the consent agenda, it does not require a roll call vote. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? None heard. Thank you very much. Item 5, action items. A, consideration and possible action to approve the groundwater extinguishing credits purchase agreement. Mark?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. I have a short presentation here. I've come before you several times, numerous times, since 2021, where the town has purchased offers of extinguishment credits, put those into our water portfolio. They can then be used in the future and sold to developments or other purposes that the council sees fit to sell to for those purposes. To date, the town has purchased 1,391.73 acre feet of these extinguishment credits. Before you this evening, we have a new seller that wants to sell 294.3 acre feet of extinguishment credits. Again, our proposed purchase price of $240 per credit. That would be a total of $70,632. The town would also have to pay the $500 DWR conveyance fee. There's two certificates. Normally it's $250 per conveyance, but there's two certificates that total that 294.3 acre feet. So if you were to choose to approve this purchase agreement this evening, we'd have a new grand total of 1,686.03 acre feet. Total water purchases to date have been a little over 404,000. If these are sold at the town's ordinance price of $250 per acre foot, that'd be $421,507. We haven't sold any yet to date, but there is interest in a couple developments that in the future may be coming before you. With that, staff recommends the council approve the water purchase agreement.
Questions for staff? John?
No.
Larry?
Is this the going rate, Mark?
So the market varies, and some have been sold recently for $280 to $300. There is the town manager and I will have conversations about, is it time for the town to do evaluation of its water credits? We'll be assessing that and coming back to you.
So we're at fair market value on it.
We're pretty close, yes.
Okay,
We're in the
thank
ballpark.
Robert?
That was going to be my question. You just answered it. Thanks.
Sherry? No. John, Zoom?
I do not.
Eric?
No.
I have no questions. I'll entertain a motion.
Can I make a motion, we approve the action item 5A, approve the groundwater extinguishment credit purchase agreement with Michael and Kathleen O'Connor Massey, allowing the town to purchase 294.3 acre feet of extinguishment credits in the amount of $70,632 plus administrative fees.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. This will be a roll call vote.
Councilmember Stichwitz.
Yes.
Councilmember Switzer.
Yes.
Councilmember Holt.
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips.
Yes.
Councilmember McCafferty.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Garneal.
Yes.
Mayor Armstrong.
Yes.
Passes 7-0.
Thank you very much. Item B, public hearing, consideration and possible action on ordinance number 2026-969.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of the council. Jessica Berrigan, your senior planner. This is a request for a rezone, ZC 2026-04, for approximately 2.86 acres located at 3255 North State Route 89. It's currently commercial light, or CLAR5, and it's requesting to go to commercial heavy. The zoning map there shows that it would bring it into conformance with the general plan's light industrial designation in the 24A general plan. The property is vacant with the applicant storing some personal property. No development is currently proposed at the time. And the neighborhood meeting for this property or for this request was held on June 25th at the property. One neighbor was in attendance who raised some concerns about the southern access and maintenance about it. The issue was no bearing to the rezone request. So on August 4th, the Planning and Zoning Commission recommended approval. Since that planning hearing, the owners have surveyed the property, documented the existing non-exclusive access easement, and any shared maintenance is a private matter between the property owners. With this information, staff is recommending that the council omit the condition number 5, limiting the access to that southern panhandle. So staff does recommend again that the council first hold a public hearing and then approve ordinance 2026-969 with the omission of condition number 5. That is highlighted in the slide here. And that concludes staff presentation. The applicants are in attendance if you have any specific questions, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Questions for staff? John?
No.
Larry?
It's currently commercial light, and they're going to commercial heavy. Why do they need the commercial heavy? Just,
They're going to sell off the property, and it brings it into conformance with the general plan.
thank you.
Robert?
Who's requesting that number 5, the south entrance not be prohibited?
There was no request. Initially, we didn't have any documentation, and since the public hearing, the property owner surveyed the property, and that was actually last week. So I provided the survey that they did, showing that that easement was already existing.
What's already there? Okay.
Jerry? No. John Zoom?
Yeah, just one, Jessica. This is a blended zoning today.
Correct.
So are we almost done with the blended zoning on 89?
Not quite, but we're heading there.
All right, that's all I have. Thank you.
Eric?
No.
I have no questions. Anyone have questions for the applicant?
No, sir.
No.
Seeing none, I'll open the public hearing. Anyone wishing to come speak on this item, please come forward, state your name, your place of residence, please.
I'm Ed Bloomfield. I own property down there on that road. Matter of fact, I own the easement, one half of it, all the way to the highway. Chino Glass owns a little bit of it. The house next door to Chino Glass owns it all the way to the highway. It is not a party on any of our paperwork showing that he has easement to that south entrance onto our property. The property is not vacant right now. The property is in fact being rented out to Mile High Excavation, which is trucks that are in there right now. And I don't have a problem with them changing the zoning. They can change the zoning on it, and that'd be beneficial to them. Go ahead and do it. I have a problem with them, a lack of maintenance on that road, and them wanting to use our road for free and us pick up the price of the maintenance there. We bought that. I pay the taxes on it. They don't. I pay half of that road. The house pays the other half. They have no business using that access in there. And matter of fact, I've been to the city. I've asked for a private sign to be put up there. They said I need to get a permit to do that, that we need to bring everybody together there. I'm not trying to limit the access of people coming in there. I am trying to limit the fact that people come through there with trucks. We've had mobile homes, 80-some feet in there, tore our stop sign down. I've replaced it 3 times out of my pocket, nobody else's. This is not a road that is set up for large trucks. And when I say large trucks, I run mixer trucks in there. Okay, they're straight trucks. We're talking truck and trailer in there. We've had a cattle truck in there, tore the stop sign down. I've had to have a phone call in the middle of the night to come down and open my gates in my yard to allow semi trucks to come in and circle around my yard because they couldn't back out because they got fuel up at the Pacific Pride. This is a private road, and we pay for it. I don't want to deny them the access of changing the zoning. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do. But to use our road for free is not right. And heavy trucks are tearing up that road in there, and the lack of maintenance in there right now is tearing up that road. And I swept the road 11 times myself. I've got the receipts from Chino Rentals where I've rented the equipment to do so. just so that I could prove my point later on. I have stopped sweeping it a year ago because of the problems of nobody wanting to do anything in there. Not to stir up problems with the town, but when we chip sealed 4 North down there, they diverted traffic all the way down onto our roads and out onto the highway. I called the city and they said, we'll get back to you. I've never had anybody get back to me on that road since then. I've talked with Laura about it just the other day. She spoke with me just moments ago about this. All I'm asking is that you guys put a stop to them using our access on that road. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Is there anyone else wishing to speak on this? I will close the public hearing. Developmental services, anything else you want to put in on this towards the questions or problems that have been raised? Streets? Nobody? Town manager?
So the easement on the plat that you showed, Jessica, who owns that easement?
So it's a shared easement here.
Good evening, Steve Sullivan, town engineer. So the easement is kind of on top of private property, so it can be used by anybody. It's for public ingress, egress. So the section through there, it's kind of half and half owned, 25 feet. But there's that easement over the top of it for access. And that's Jackdale and Enterprise. It ain't gonna cul-de-sac at the end of Enterprise.
So the property owner has legal access to that road. Is that what you're telling me?
Correct.
Okay. This is strictly a rezoning, so I think we can go ahead and vote on the rezoning, but I would like to see something addressed on the problems that have been raised by Mr. Bloomfield, if we can. But I'll go ahead and entertain the motion on the rezoning.
I'll make a motion to approve action item 5B, approve ordinance number 2026-969 for ZC 2026-04, rezoning approximately 2.86 acres located at 3255 North State Route 89 from commercial light agricultural residential to commercial heavy, subject to the conditions contained in the ordinance.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. This will also be a roll call vote.
Councilmember Stankiewicz. Don't know what that was. Councilmember Stankiewicz.
Yes.
Councilmember Switzer.
Yes.
Councilmember Holt.
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips.
Yes.
Councilmember McCafferty.
Need a clarification before I vote. That excludes number 5, correct?
Was that in the staff report? It was? Then yes, it does.
That's correct.
Okay, then yes.
Vice Mayor Granillo.
Yes.
Mayor Armstrong.
Yes.
Passes 7-0.
Thank you very much. Item C, public hearing, consideration and possible action on resolution number 2026-1324. You're here again.
Yes, thank you for having me again. This is hopefully a very straightforward renewal request for a conditional use permit at the property we know as 333 Farms, located at 764 West Road 1 South. The original conditional use permit was approved back in 2002 under Ordinance 487 for a term of 25 years. It's due to expire in January of 2027, and we are asking for the existing use to continue. No expansion or changes are proposed. The property here is zoned AR5, as you can see, so it is allowed with a CUP, and it is next to Olson's Arena, which operates a similar permit. Staff has confirmed ongoing compliance. There's been no complaints since the current ownership. The neighborhood meeting was held on June 25th. There was no neighbors in attendance. No opposition was received. On August 4th, the Planning and Zoning Commission recommended approval. 6-0, with the added condition of the 25-year term through January 10th of 2052. And with that, we do recommend that the council hold a public hearing and approve Resolution 2026-1324. The applicant is unable to make it in person due to some health constraints, but I'm happy to answer any questions if needed.
Thank you. Questions for staff? John?
No, sir.
Larry?
Just one. That property is currently for sale. Will this cut go with the sale, or will it have to be refiled?
It runs with the land.
Okay, thank you.
Robert?
Can there be a condition that it gets reviewed if the property sells? I have no problem against the CUP with the current owner, but if the ownership changes, I would want it revisited.
Is there a reason?
Just new ownership.
That's
Sure.
correct, Larry. They could add that condition if they so choose.
Eric? Any questions?
No.
The decision on the review of the CUP? Hang on, John.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, a condition on timing is one thing. A condition on ownership is not related to the land. It's related to the people on, owning the land. That's a little bit different. It's not the use. So if it's a change of use condition, that's one thing. If it's a change of ownership condition, I'm not sure that I have the same opinion on that. So if we're concerned that there's a change of use.
Obviously, they'd have to comply with the CUP as written, so any owner, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so no reason for a review. Okay. Now, John Zoom.
I have no questions.
Eric?
None.
I have no questions. I will open the public hearing. Anybody in the audience wish to speak on this? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing and I'll entertain a motion.
Okay, I make a motion, we approve resolution number 2026-1324, approving conditional use permit CUP 2026-01 for the continued use of a rodeo arena and wedding event facility located at 764 West Road 1 South, subject to the conditions contained in the resolution, including a 25-year term through January 10th, 2052.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. This will also be a roll call vote.
Councilmember Stankiewicz.
Yes.
Councilmember Switzer.
Yes.
Councilmember Holt.
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips.
Yes.
Councilmember McCafferty.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Grineal.
Yes.
Mayor Armstrong.
Yes.
Passes 7-0.
Thank you very much. Item D, consideration and possible action to approve a cooperative purchasing agreement with Earth Resources Corporation.
Ryan Anderson, Director of Public Works. Included on the agenda was the proposed street maintenance program for this year. We produced it, or presented it to the Capital Improvement Program Citizens Advisory Committee last month. Their recommendation was to move forward with our recommendation. So what you have tonight is the roads for the program. Sorry, thank you, Steve. So back in 2024, we had a pavement management report completed. And in that report, it shows with satisfactory roads, we need to be spending $7.4 million a year to keep up to an acceptable condition. We're funding this year $2 million. So we do have a gap. We are recommended a cheaper pavement alternative as far as tar and chip versus the industry desire of hot mix asphalt. We do get to do, by doing a tar and chip, we're doing 9.2 miles versus 3 miles. Again, it's not what we desire to do, but with the limited amount of funds, it's what we're recommending. We're just trying to come up with ways to extend the pavement life while we come up with supplemental funding. So $2 million is budgeted for this year's program. We're asking to spend up to $2 million. Historically, the program's bid and awarded late in the year, so early summer, late spring. Awarding the project in late summer will allow us to construct, to complete it this calendar year before the paving deadline. Completing the project earlier will allow any unspent funds to be reallocated for other projects within the same fiscal year. So that's why we're asking to do a project only a couple months after our previous one. And you can see on the map that we included the streets in the blue are the proposed pulverized regrade. In the red is the proposed single chip seal, and the yellow were the ones we did this year on our last program. Are there any questions?
Questions to staff? John?
What's your opinion on the chip seal that we've done so far? How we think that went? And
So we have done an improvement this year, or this program, compared to our last program. We did a full reclamation. This one we're doing a 2-inch AB stone lift underneath of that reclamation. So we did have some, roads that ended up bumpy. So we're told that this is going to prevent that from occurring.
Okay.
Or better prevent it.
Okay.
Larry?
As somebody who lives right off of one of the roads that was just done, I do have some concerns with it, but I don't see a better way to do it. So,
That's our thoughts too.
yeah, I think we're all on the same page here. We'd love to be putting brand new concrete roads everywhere and everybody'd be happy and there'd never be a bump, but, we don't live in fantasy world.
Robert?
Is this plan still going to be feasible with that budget with the recent storm damage to roads? Or should that take priority?
I think we'll have time to make that decision. If there isn't funds and it needs to be taken from this, we will have time to pivot if needed.
I know it's early, you haven't wrapped your head around what just happened.
Right.
Gary?
But yes, we do. We've had discussions already with finance and with public works and emergency management, and we think there's an alternative funding source for the emergency repairs that need to be done that won't impact this fund.
John Zoom?
Good luck on additional funding sources going forward.
Thank you.
Eric?
Yeah, I agree with Larry. The roads I live on 1 too also, and the roads are a little wavy. I don't know if they could do something about that. That's the biggest complaint I got.
yeah.
Well, again, the upgrade we're doing this year is hopefully going to prevent it, but I think we won't know until next year.
I mean, they're
Not
nice
too
for what
many
they
people
are.
are doing this method currently. They're usually doing hot mix asphalt.
Right. Yeah, but the cost is reasonable. But and then the contingency, the water reclamation was only 6%. This is 19%. I don't know the difference for the contingency, but that's a huge jump too, right? 19%.
Right. Yeah, and we plan to hit it right on the head of $2 million. We're just keeping a cushion there right now in case the road does go over. We don't come back and say we went over 100,000. So we're going to reevaluate towards the end and say, hey, hopefully we'll say, hey, add these on. And then we'll come with final quantity adjustments at the end.
So that was the town's idea for the 19, not ERC's.
Yeah, that was our.
Oh, okay.
And one of the things we find is that when we get in, and Steve can speak to this, last year for the first time, they did some analysis and some drilling to find what's there. We don't always know when we pulverize that road what base was put down to begin with. So we may have to do more, we have to do less. And so it's really important, particularly in our application, because we really don't know what we're going to find, to have a larger contingency than you might have in other areas where you had a paving project and you know exactly what's underneath there. Is that fair?
Heck, I have a
Yes.
few tons of rock and milling that I can get to a lot of the yard.
Anything else, Eric?
No, that's it.
Okay, we just came back from the league for y'all. We use highway user revenue funds to fix our roads. And our astounding legislators and the governor swept those funds from us again. We get a mere pittance. And Congressman Stanton, who's in charge of the transportation funding, got up in front of God and everybody down there and said, I really support your projects, but you'll receive no money for them. It gives you a hint of why we can only do $2 million and we're $7 million in the hole. Any other questions? I'll entertain a motion.
Okay, oops, I lost it. I make a motion to approve the cooperative purchasing agreement with Earth Resource Corporation in the amount of $2 million for the fiscal year 26-27 street improvement project.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
A second.
I have a motion and a second, this will also be a roll call vote.
Councilmember Sinkowitz.
Yes.
Councilmember Switzer.
Yes.
Councilmember Holt.
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips.
Yes.
Councilmember McCafferty.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Gurneal.
Yes.
Mayor Armstrong.
Yes.
Passes 7-0.
Thank you very much. Item E, consideration and possible action to approve work authorization number 1 on the on-call professional services agreement with Lion Engineering and Surveying Incorporated.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the council, Jesse Soderberg, Executive Analyst. And I'm happy to be before you today. This is one of the projects that was awarded in January of this year for grant funding, and that is the Old Home Manor OHV staging area design. So this was a $220,000 award with a local match of $0, and that is for the design of an OHV staging area out at Old Home Manor. So the design would feature a 3-panel kiosk, ample parking space, an ADA accessible restroom, and some landscaping as well. So the site will be accessible from Rodeo Drive, and it will be relieving Perkinsville Road from improper and unsafe OHV staging that currently takes place along that road. Lion Engineering and Survey is an engineer firm on our on-call list, and they have proposed to complete the professional services outlined in the scope of work for an amount not to exceed $219,890. So it is with that I recommend we approve work authorization number 1 to the on-call professional services agreement with Lion Engineering and Surveying, Inc. for professional engineering services related to the Old Home Manor off-highway vehicle staging area project in an amount not to exceed $219,890.
Questions for staff?
Is the actual parking area, is that paved or is that still going to be dirt?
He's going to look at different options for us, but as of right now, we're thinking that it would be DG, correct?
It was Millings.
Oh, Millings. So.
Larry?
No.
Robert?
No, thanks.
Jerry?
No.
John Zoom?
No.
Eric?
Jesse, again, how much is the town putting out on this?
We don't pay anything.
Okay, right. 0,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
just making
0.
sure.
Yep.
Okay, from the figures you gave us, it left $110. Who gets that?
Ooh, good question.
It's a bonus to the grant writers.
Yeah, I wish.
220 is in the budget, and if those funds aren't spent, they always go back into.
Well, it was 219 something, it left $110. I want to know where our money is.
Get rolled over to next year and spend it.
Okay. So no further questions?
Yeah, I do have.
Go ahead.
Do we have any outlook on at all? We're looking at construction fund opportunities at all?
So after the successful completion of this design, then we can potentially pursue funding through the OHV staging or the OHV fund through Arizona State Parks as well for construction.
Is there an expiration on this or?
So we have until 2028 to complete the project. It should not take that long, and as soon as we finish it, then we can reapply for construction funds.
But the design will last forever, more or less, I mean.
For design or construction?
We have a 2028 design window, but once the design is complete, it will last.
Yeah, you don't see any reason that if it takes us longer to get construction funds, that the design won't still be good, whether it's 2 years, 5 years.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion.
Okay, make a motion to approve items 5E. Approve work authorization number 1 on the on-call professional service agreement with Lion Engineering and Survey, Inc. for professional engineering service related to the Old Home Manor off-highway vehicle staging area project and an amount not to exceed $219,890.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second, this will also be a roll call vote.
Councilmember Sinkowitz.
Yes.
Councilmember Switzer.
Yes.
Councilmember Holt.
Yes, ma'am.
Councilmember Phillips.
Yes.
Councilmember McCafferty. Councilmember McCafferty.
You can't, yes.
Now I can, thank you. Vice Mayor Grineal.
Yes.
Mayor Armstrong.
Yes.
Passes 7-0.
We get $110 back. Item F, consideration and possible action to adopt resolution number 2026-1322.
Thank you, Mayor.
You get it again.
I do. I am honored to bring forth this item for your consideration tonight. The transfer of this property to the town began before April of 2025. And we are finally, happily finishing the final piece of the transaction, and that is for the Upper Sullivan Canyon property. So this is a 10.46 acre property known as the Upper Sullivan's Canyon. It includes the bridge as well as the rock climbing structures. There are petroglyphs that the town is going to preserve. And really, this is an asset to our town. It's a recreational asset that people travel from all over the state to enjoy this property. So we are grateful to be taking over this property. The Trust for Public Land partnered with the town of Chino Valley to submit the grant to the Land Water Conservation Fund through Arizona State Parks to provide half of the purchase price. So that was a $200,000 grant. And then additional funding was given to this project by Yavapai County and the Prescott Climbers Coalition. So the Trust for Public Land transferred the ownership to the town of Chino Valley after council approval in December of last year. But we've been waiting on the grant funding to actually come through. So that grant agreement is before you tonight. This project represents a collaborative effort among conservation organizations. We give a very huge thank you to the Trust for Public Land that was just instrumental in this acquisition, as well as Yavapai County, who is providing $150,000 towards this contribution. Finally, the Prescott Climbers Coalition went out and fundraised $50,000 towards this effort. So you really see the collaboration amongst the organizations, and this is a project that is really admired by the region. So the final piece to approve the grant agreement is to approve the resolution. Resolution number 2026-1322 gives authorization to execute the grant agreement. So I'm happy to answer any questions.
Questions, John?
No, sir.
Larry?
No, sir.
Robert?
Great job as usual.
Sherry? No. John Zoom?
I do not.
Eric?
I just had one question on we put in the 200,000 and then who maintains it?
So we will be maintaining it, but we are also pursuing an MOU with the Prescott Climbers Coalition, who has offered to maintain it as well.
Okay.
Yeah, they have said that they're willing to enter in an MOU and take on the significant burden of maintaining the access. We want to make sure that this is a pristine climbing. They use it a lot for rescue because it doesn't have, the pins and things that other places do. It's traditional free climbing, and because it has quick access, both the colleges, the rescue organizations all use it for training. So we want to maintain the access for those, but not encourage general travel in the area that might provide damage to the petroglyphs and the panels that are in their area. So working with them, we feel we can do both. Provide the access to those experienced people that need to have it. There'll be a viewing site for others that just want to look, but they are willing to take on the majority of that burden.
So this getting approved means Mr. Alvarado will quit sending me emails telling me I haven't signed it yet?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Mayor, just real quick,
go
I
ahead.
think, Andrew, I think I asked this prior, liability, it'll fall under town property, so we're covered automatically once it's purchased.
Mr. Mayor, Councilmember, yes, in terms of the coverage that you have for your facilities, it'll fall under that. You also have protection under the recreational user statute that is essentially all of our parks, all of our, Peavine Trail is a good example, something that you don't maintain like a park or you maintain access to it, but you essentially keep it safe and then people use at their own risk, we have that protection as well in the statute. So I think it's, I haven't heard from the risk pool that they're concerned about this, so I think we're covered on both of those fronts.
Perfect, thank you.
Great. I'll entertain a motion.
Okay, I make a motion, we approve, adopt resolution number 2026-1322 approving a project agreement with the Arizona State Parks and Trails for the acceptance of a $200,000 land and water conservation fund grant for the acquisition of the Upper Sullivan's Canyon property.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. This will also be a roll call vote.
Councilmember Stankiewicz.
Yes.
Councilmember Switzer.
Yes.
Councilmember Holt.
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips.
Yes.
Councilmember McCafferty.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ganil.
Yes.
Mayor Armstrong.
Yes.
Passes 7-0.
And
Item
Terry,
6,
your
Sherry.
call-
Nope, we're not done yet.
Still B.
One more.
G.
G, 5G.
G.
What do I have a G?
Turn your page.
Oh, there I do. Okay. Consideration of possible action to approve the agreement and joint escrow instructions for the Yavapai County's contribution toward the Upper Sullivan's Canyon property. But you already presented that, it just took 2 separate votes, right? Is that what I was
Last
told
piece.
earlier?
Yes, so the final piece, Yavapai County took an agreement to the Board of Supervisors on the 19th, just approving the escrow instructions. It basically put a 48-hour window on when they transfer their money into this acquisition. So it is my recommendation that we approve the agreement and joint escrow instructions for Yavapai County's contribution toward the Upper Sullivan's Canyon property, and that will be the final piece.
Final questions? John, Larry, Robert? Nope. Sherry? No. John Zoom?
No.
Eric?
No.
I have none. I'll entertain a motion.
Okay, I make a motion to approve the agreement and joint escrow instruction for Yavapai County's contribution toward the Upper Sullivan's Canyon property.
This will be the final roll call vote of the evening.
Second.
Oh, thank you. Getting ahead of me. All right, Councilmember Stankiewicz.
Yes.
Councilmember Switzer.
Yes.
Councilmember Holt.
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips.
Yes.
Councilmember McCafferty.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ganil.
Yes.
Mayor Armstrong.
Yes.
Passes 7-0.
Outstanding. Item 6.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Anyone dare to oppose? Motion carries. We are adjourned.